Hello, thank you to the project creators for inviting me to contribute to their video channel. Today I will talk a little bit about the problem of fast fashion in Germany. First, let's learn a little vocabulary. Since you're here, I assume you are worried about fast fashion, and you probably have heard about the negative effects that the production and consumption of fashion has on our air, land, and bodies of water, meaning, for example, rivers, lakes, and the oceans. Let's call these pressures. Pressures? Yes, pressures. The European Commission defines environmental pressure as pressures resulting from human activities which bring about the change in the state of the environment. That's a direct quote. Okay, so we can all agree now that fast fashion contributes to environmental pressures. Let's look more closely at Germany. Germany has rising amount of textile waste and consumption of fast fashion, which, as we all know, is cheap, trendy clothing worn only a few times before being discarded. Imagine a young teenager lives in Germany. His name is Björn. Let's say he is 14 years old. A Greenpeace survey from 2015 found that Björn, as a kid between 12 to 19-year-old, probably does not know about sustainable fashion. Why? Because from this age group, only 3 to 6% know about sustainable fashion brands. And there's another thing, 80% of them buy their clothes from fast fashion providers. How does Björn have the money? Well, he gets pocket money. In 2017, 6 to 13 years old spent 3.1 billion euros pocket money. 410 million euros of said pocket money were spent on clothing and jewelry. Björn goes to school in Germany. His school is in one of these 16 Länder. Think of them like states with some independent rights that belong altogether to the Federal Republic of Germany. Germany's education system can be described in one word as fragmented. The country is divided into 16 federal states, and each has a high degree of autonomy in formulating their own education policies. Additionally, there are several different types of schools with different tracks and different qualifications. Formulating a national program with the priority of teaching teenagers about the environmental pressures of fast fashion is a huge challenge. So if Björn goes to a school that does not teach explicitly about the daily choices and sustainability and consumption, and if Björn wants to fit in with his friends and consume fast fashion, it is unlikely that he will change his behavior without the corresponding education. So what can be done? Well, there are several solutions. For example, if we think about Living Lab. Living Lab is a cooperation between science and society-based actors, as well as an open space for research, learning, and designing in which new ideas can be thought through, experienced, and tested. A real-world lab approach is, for example, an ongoing university research project in a secondary school, which interacts with the classroom and the teachers, and the projects that are carried out are carefully observed by researchers and taken action upon. Another solution is that national textile companies could raise awareness in schools. And lastly, there is the Science and Platform Sustainability 2030 that went on, for example, from 2017 to 2022, in which scientists shared research findings and recommendations for political action. The partners were from the areas of politics, economy, and civil society. Please leave a comment and tell us where you're from and how is fashion in your country. Bye, and come back again for more.